Hey man, we're gonna do a controversial topic. We should have a guest in this. Where is he at?
Using your home address for business?
So you send him a link again. Waiting for look. So basics today. How does all this live is starting is uh something I caught last week when it first started up. Looking at Corey Holcomb 5150. I saw in the super chat because if you like somebody in social media, you can donate to them. 70% of what you send, they get. I mean, you still got to pay taxes on it, but they get 70%. YouTube gets 30% of your super chats. So Anton Daniels, very controversial individual, sent last Tuesday night, not this past Tuesday, last Tuesday, sent Corey Holcomb's 5150 show. It was like $4.99. It's right, $500 super chat, big super chat. I remember when I saw it, I took a screenshot of it, sent it to Mr. John here, and I said, "Hey." Corey's like, "Wow, Corey's, that man. If you know Corey Hogan, you know how he is." Corey saw it and it's like, "Oh, Anton likes me." And man, let's get him on the show, because Corey's just trying to boost his own show, boost his own. That's what they do. That's what social media is. The more famous or infamous you are, the bigger you get. So he did it, and then they were talking about, oh, he's going to be on his show, and he was announcing on his show. Everybody's waiting there. Now, if you understand who Corey Holcomb is, you understand who Anton Daniels is, you understand, man, that's like oil and freaking water. They are about to go at it. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. To say the least, it's going to be interesting. So hey, uh, I couldn't watch it live. Some of us do work. I couldn't watch it live, so I was like, man. But John was watching it live, and he was like, "Oh man, it's like you could see it from the very beginning. You could see this coming from the very beginning. It's just a little. The body language is the tone. You could see it coming. He buttered up uh Darlene OGOTs. He buttered her up right before it. He had her all buttered up and it's like ready for it. So you can see it coming. You can see it coming. And man, it's just one word after another. It just started just unloading. And if you know there's certain trigger words with Corey Holcomb, and just man, I'm not really gonna say it. We'll get it if here he goes. Wait. Let's get him in here. Let's get him in here. Is it adding? It says it's adding. I see a ceiling fan. The world famous Tariq Nasheed say, "Get on camera. Get on camera." Well, let's go back to Corey Holcomb say, "Get on camera." Not Corey Holcomb. Kevin Samuels say, "Get on camera. Get on camera."
I
You
mean,
know, get
I
on
ain't no,
camera.
I ain't no bitch on Cora on Kevin Samuels channel trying to get a high value man in a bunny.
I mean, can they even hear you on here? Oh, they can hear you. So you ain't gonna get on camera?
I'm eating, man.
Oh, that's messed up, man. That's what kind of unprofessional. Just like Anton was talking about.
Man, listen.
Hey man, you can stop eating for a minute, man. Shoot, I gotta go to sleep after this. Shoot, man. Look,
Hey,
that's why
this,
I was breaking it down to basically how this started. Uh, like I told people last week, when I saw that super chat of $4.99, did I not take a screenshot to send you that screenshot?
yeah,
Yeah. And what did I tell you? I said, man, this is gonna be interesting. This is something because you've always told me about Anton Daniels I never followed him like that. I mean, I always just got a different vibe off of him, so I never followed him like that. But I knew of him. It's YouTube shorts and stuff. You'll see enough shorts. It's just like him, Angry Man, and there's one other guy. Just their vibe is a little different for me. But I follow Corey Holcomb. I follow Tariq Nasheed, the Uncle D, the Blizzard King. Dennis Sperlin, O'Shea Duke Jackson. So, it's different people I listen to on a constant basis. I still listen to Billy Carlson, Ralph Smart. Hell, I listen to Fred Rogers,
The
if he was still
lead
alive.
attorney.
And the lead attorney. Hey, so today, after this happened, everybody is doing, because this in the black manosphere, this is huge. This is for the black manosphere, this is a Cat
This,
Williams type moment.
this is basically a clash of the Titans.
Yeah. This is the moment. This hit pretty hard. And I want to take up for Corey, but I saw this coming, and I'm not him. I saw this coming. I saw this about to happen. I saw this about to happen. I said, God dang it, man. He's gonna have this dude on here. And then when I saw Craig wasn't on there, Craig Smith, Craig Facts, Darlene was sitting in between. I watched Anton's body language because he's on time. He's just one of those people. He's on time. He sees himself as professional. Man, the truth is he sees himself as just better than other people. That's the impression I get out of him. I get a very uppity vibe from him, and I'm gonna be careful because I don't know the dude like that, but I just get a feel superior vibe. And trust me, out of all, I listened to Kwame Brown, the Blizzard King. I was starting to do lead attorney. I listened to Anton's $1 million podcast? Is that what it called? What is it called?
Oh, the Millionaire Morning Show.
Yeah, the Millionaire Morning Show, and he basically broke it down. He like, what you saw ain't no joke. It is what it is. Um, he literally, that was a very coordinated attack on Corey Holcomb on 5150. That was coordinated. From the setup of sending him the money to knowing he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it over the video. He wanted to show up. So he took a trip from Detroit to LA to come to the studio. That was a very personal thing. And if you listen to his show, he literally said it. Well, all you got to do is listen to the first 30 some minutes. He tells you it was a coordinated attack. I mean, he didn't say it a coordinated attack, but in so many words is I poked the bear. I went there and told him on his show and said this to him. He's a hypocrite. He's this such and such on his show. And what did he do?
He basically, what I saw it as, he just went over there and took over the show as if it was his own.
Yeah, that's basically what he did. He took over the show as if it was his own. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I feel kind of sorry for Corey because he got up and he kind of gestured, he'll fight about it and stuff like that. But by that time, man, it was done. It was done. It was done.
That part was just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
That
where
that it it benefits Anton even more at that point, because not only is he getting what he wants out of the situation, which is the visibility, everybody talking about him, he and everybody algorithm right now. He was trending on Twitter 10 minutes after the fact.
wow.
I mean,
Wow.
people had that clipped up within 10, 15 minutes of that happen, of him walking out of that door. People had that clipped up and was already live.
Wow. Man.
Like people of
I
podcasters I had never seen before.
Oh yeah, it was some I didn't
And
see. Remember,
once it hit that algorithm, is next video up is that.
oh yeah. It's on at that point. Because, like I said, I saw it when I kept trying to watch it, and then YouTube, something's up with YouTube sometimes, or your phones, it'll just cut you off and act like you wouldn't even watch anything. And then the next one up, and then I'm like, damn, it's like 7 people talking. It was at one point 7 people live at one point. Like I said, Columbia, I know probably did at least 3 live shows today because he went piece by piece in on breaking down. Like I said, there's no reason for us to get a copyright strike and put in music up and even, show any of it. All of them are showing it. You should have seen it over and over, by now. But it's like, damn, man, because I'm waiting for next week. How is he going to play this down? How is he going to come back from this? Because last I heard Anton, when I was listening to his show, he was saying, man, if this dude is from Chicago, y'all got to, how's this dude representing you? And I was like, oh, man, he is pulling his bro card all the way right now. He is straight
And
up
and and
yanking his
and
card.
and the best thing I would think that probably one of the better things that Corey Holcomb could do is really uh like how Anton say, you got to match energy. So
But
I would all even say when Anton goes live, especially on his Millionaire Morning Show, because it's in the daytime and everybody's on it, send that same 499 back to show you that it shows that you're not phased by it. It shows that
I don't know, man.
it just
I don't know.
depends on how he wants to play it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Corey ain't that person. He ain't that person. He ain't that person. Like Anton said, he said, man, we don't hear 2 millionaires fighting. And then he questioned, he says, shit, I don't even know if Corey is a millionaire. And he says, if the dude got any money, because dude, at the beginning of it, he basically called Corey a Neanderthal, and that's word for word. He was like, all these people in the black community who black people look up to are intellectual Neanderthals. And I'm thinking, I know you're not talking about Rizza Islam. You're not talking about Tariq Nasheed. You're not talking about the lead attorney. You're not talking about the Butcher
No,
King,
no,
Dennis
he was
Early.
at.
You weren't talking about Kevin
I
Samuels.
mean, if anybody knows anything about Anton, if anybody watches any of his videos, you will know that he'll generalize that statement, but when he really talking about Corey,
Yeah, he's talking about Corey directly. Because, like, a lot of the
yeah,
words that he was saying to me were like, no, he's talking about you directly, you
yeah,
know. And once he got under Corey's skin and he really, the part where where Corey got up on him and got up in his face trying to intimidate him in a sense. And Anton was like, man, we could go outside. He bluffed him. He ain't bluffed me. He called his bluff right there. He called his bluff right there. Every time Corey talk about fighting somebody, people are gonna say, "Man, you didn't fight Anton," and I'm not to
yeah,
say he
and
should
that's
have
what that
fought him.
does. But he did that twice.
Yeah, he called your bluff, man.
The
He
first
called your
time he
bluff.
did the first time he did it, he sat back down and they continued on. But when
Yeah,
he actually left for good, when he got up good for good, then he said it again on his way out the door. Like,
yeah, he called him. And like I say, how he's brave. He said, "Man,
and
I'm in your city. I'm
and
still
I'm
in
gonna
your city
say,
doing stuff."
and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, shout out to Darlene, because I believe whatever she said in Corey's ear
Yeah.
prevented what could have happened.
That's why I say come next Tuesday, man, I should be able to stay up late. I'm gonna come home, get some sleep so I can stay up late. And man, I'm gonna try to donate at least $60 to the super chat over time. But one of the shout outs I wanted to give was to Darlene because even though Corey's like, get out the way, don't stand in the way of two men. It's like, no, Darlene knows this is a show. Darlene has been in the business. She remember her husband's Ice T. Her ex-husband's Ice T. She has a grown son by Ice T. She been around, she been in the business. She understands the business. And Corey, that's Corey's friend. And he be on her sometimes. And I think he really personally respects her and knows that she got his back. Because when he fell off that damn scooter, people who don't care about you don't pick you up, take you to the hospital and treat you and try to care about you. So, I know he be trying to, play that role he played with her, but
No,
no.
but that's a part of the game. That's a part of the show.
Yeah, I can
If he does
understand.
anything different, there's some people gonna think something wrong.
Yeah. No,
Why you
that's what
all
I'm
of a
saying.
sudden being so nice to Darlene? Eh, So, but to me, all this falls on Corey. He should have saw this coming from a mile
Yeah,
away. He has
yeah.
a crew
God dang.
of people that he pays to produce his shows to
Yeah,
vet these people.
I don't know if
He
his
should
people are
have
like
saw
that
that
though.
coming. Well, if you don't have nobody in your corner that's like that, then you
Yeah,
need to get some more people.
yeah. That's the thing. I would have
It's
thought
it's
Craig would have said something, but this is the thing. You don't know if anybody told Corey that. If anybody said, "Hey, man, this might not be a good idea to let him come on your show like this,"
but
but you got to
here's the
understand.
thing though. When that man he said, I mean, Corey didn't deny it. He told last night that we had a conversation before the show, and I told him that we probably gonna clash. So that right
Yeah, but
there,
okay, but this is it. I talked to you before this show, all right?
hmm
And I told you, man, I want you to be, on Anton's side because you know Anton. I ain't even saying the dude's name right. And you know Anton because you've always been the one who told me what he does and send me the clips and stuff. And I've been focused on, who I focus on. But we talked about that. And then right now, if I say, man, you a dick sucker, that just changed the whole game, man. You see what I'm
first of
saying?
all, first of all,
That changed that damn
Southwest
dude.
Southwest got flights to Dallas, $100 all day.
I ain't got no $100 flight shit. If they had them, hey shit, I would fly to Atlanta more. It's $200. $200. But the point what I'm saying is he knew exactly what words to use to get that reaction out of him. And Corey got fixated when he said he was a dick sucker. He said, well, you are a dick sucker. Hey man, it's funny because the ad on one of these things is Southwest Airlines right now. Look at this. It's Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is promoting doing this live stream. Southwest like, man, popping up some ads. But he knew the words. He knew what to say. He knew how to say it. Uh man, he like, man, perfect shots at him. Perfect shots. But that's what I'm saying. When I'm telling you at the very beginning when he was irritated because he knows Corey is always late, and he was saying he was on time. When he was talking to Darlene, how he said he buttered up Darlene and Darlene really liked him and stuff like that. That was
I can tell you
coordinated.
now, if he said that he buttered up Darlene, I mean he gave us some money, most likely.
Damn. You think he broke her off some money?
hmm
Wow. Yeah,
Absolutely.
see, but that's what I say. If dude he tells you he's a capitalist, like Kwame was saying today, talking about he talking about he a Christian and no, the Christianity capitalism's the same thing. You capitalize off of people's spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs, and you capitalize on them on their uh the things they do or can't do on this planet. And that's what capitalism is. You find their weakness, you find where they're down, and you capitalize off of it. That's he's basically what he says he is. And like one people saying, it's like, but you say you're a man of Christ, you a Christian. You everything in that podcast was not Christ. It was chaos. It was Luciferianism. It was devil worship. It was demon mindset. He wasn't doing, trying to be good. He was, man, that was evil, man. He did a coordinated attack on this dude's show and this dude's city on this dude's podcast. A coordinated attack.
But like I said, if you because Corey Holcomb's watched Anton before, so it's not like he didn't know the type of person he was or who he said he is. From time to time again, I've seen it myself where he's been that person.
Well,
So
apparently he didn't. Apparently, Corey Holcomb has not watched any Anton. Dude, I don't watch Anton, and I knew the moment that happened, I knew how this shit was gonna happen. I don't watch him like
right,
that, but I
but
knew
see,
enough
but
of him,
see,
just a little, just how this was gonna happen.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, I think Corey thought that he was just gonna straight up punk Anton.
I don't even think he. I won't even use the word punk him. I don't think he was trying to punk him. I think he thought he could talk Anton down. I thought he could talk him down. I thought he could just, he felt like dude ain't gonna out talk him or out, charisma him. I think that's what he really thought. I thought he was
He
thinking,
he
man,
basically he basically tried to big bro Anton.
maybe more like that. Maybe if that was more like that, but like I say, Anton came in there with an agenda. He spent $500 to get his attention on a 5150 show. That was thousands of people watching that show, knowing he was coming next week. That's free. At $500 got him the 100,000 worth of advertisement.
But see, here's the other part of that is he said this before that he's basically given the playbook before of how he operates. So
Yeah,
shame on you for not doing the research and knowing how this gonna go. Because
yeah.
one thing you can trust people to do is be who they really are.
Well,
When
unfortunately,
there's or better yet, when somebody tells you who they are, believe them.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, he got caught slipping, and he got caught
Yeah.
slipping on his own show, uh, in
But see,
front of
here's the
his
thing too, though.
audience.
Here's the thing too. What I know Corey not gonna do is have him on the show again.
That man, that's on him, man. He a grown man. He knows it. He knows his limitations.
And see
You know.
and see and Anton would he have him on there today
Well,
if
because
Corey would do it.
Anton will feel like he's already captured him. It's like when you already have a victory over somebody, you feel like, hey, man, I can beat them at any time I want to. They can't whoop me. I got them. So, maybe hey, if he feels like that,
Um,
shoot.
would it have been would it have been less of an insult for him to call it Neanderthal behavior,
Hmm.
but used a synonym, another word that means the exact same thing?
I don't know. What's the other word? Depends on the other word. I mean, a Neanderthal behavior, I mean, it's pretty bad. Intellectual, you call someone an intellectual Neanderthal, and they have a very popular podcast. They say what they say. They say what they want to say. Hey man, that's pretty bad. And like
Um,
I say, you know his mindset on the backdoor stuff in Hollywood, and you say he's he's often getting given off on his audience because he caters to them. Hey man, that's pretty interesting, man. How do you respond to it?
I mean, he responded how he responded, but at the same time, Corey threw an insult out first.
What was the insult, Corey, to? Because Anton kept saying that.
He
He
called him an
kept
ass
saying,
kisser.
yeah, but if a person call you an ass kisser and you responded, you suck.
I mean, here's the thing though,
Uh,
you
mm,
you can't necessarily you can't control how a person reacts to disrespect.
yeah, hey, man. Like I say, he got ousted on his own show today. Now, the question I got to ask is, okay, I'm gonna ask you this question: do you think him and Corey should have stepped off camera and fisticuff? Do you feel that would have been a good thing
No,
to
because
do?
that
Not
benefits
a good thing
nobody.
to do, but yeah, if they had just won as man to
No,
man
because
went and fought,
they be, if it would have been just if it have been just them two in the room or outside or whatever, nobody around to see it, nobody around to record it, nothing happened, and they never
yeah,
talked about it again. Yeah, whatever. It's called shooting the fair one. But
yeah,
if you doing it for social media and for people to react to it, then there's disingenuous. That's to me. But at that point, you do that to me, if both of y'all was in on it. This was planned. Like he even said, like Anton even said on, I don't know if it was on his live podcast or when he went to Yuck Mouth TV, and he said he'll get in the ring with Corey.
mm.
And
All
said,
right. So let me ask you this: so you don't think unless they did a professional fight, got into the ring? Okay. The second question: if Craig Fax had been there, do you think Craig Fax would have stepped in and did something to Anton in
no,
defense of
no,
Corey?
because I think he would have. I think Anton would have had to disrespect Craig Fax in the same manner or similar fashion that he
So
disrespected.
okay, let's just go there.
Boom.
If he had said that to Craig Fax and just found what to get under his skin and said it to him,
I
do
mean,
you think
it's
Craig
a
Fax
possible.
would do?
There's a good possibility that it would have went a different took a different route because Craig Fax don't have as much to lose as Corey, as far as I know.
Yeah, yeah. That was I said, man, that was like a perfect storm though. That was like a perfect storm. It was so many components there. So many components there. You know, like I said, I didn't know who that female was in the background. You showed her picture. And I promise you, I thought when Anton was talking today, he was talking like that's his girl or that's his girlfriend or something like that. You said he's married. That ain't his girlfriend. That's one of his podcasters that he works with. So,
Yeah, I
I
mean, he
just
talked.
how he
I
was
mean, he
talking, I
talked
thought he was talking.
like all of the women that he deal with, like you know, in the podcast world or his friends. He talked about all of them like that.
So what you're saying is there ain't nothing going on.
Not that I can see. Man, I watch almost every day.
Mm, mm, okay, like I said,
I
man.
don't know I can't say what goes on when the camera's off, but
Hey man, because they asked was your girl there with you, and I heard you say that Corey said something after they were leaving. He said something
Yeah.
bad about her. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to watch the whole show, man, because like I say, I mean I work today, so I'm at work. I can't watch. I got work to do. I can't just sit up there and watch it and watch it and watch it. And when I did get a chance, YouTube, I told you, be acting up. So it just goes to the next video. And, Dennis Sperling, he did a live. Kwame did a live. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Po Man's Podcast did a live. Fawcett Media did a live. Dee did a live. I mean, like I said, Kwame Brown, he did 3 lives, at least 2. I think he had a third one. And it's like, wow. I said, when I get home, I'm doing a live.
It's, it's,
I get
it's
over
the
here and
talk of the
do a
town
live.
right now.
Yeah, that was interesting. Like I said, it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. That was crazy. That right there, and it's January. We're 2 years away from the Cat Williams moment. And that's what it felt like. It felt like I'm telling like I told you, I saw it from last week when he gave that money in that super chat. Because I knew that was the thing, let you see, let the audience see I got money, I give money out, let you see. And
Yeah,
then,
but if anybody, again, if the proper research has been done, you would know that he does that.
yeah,
Like
what I'm saying is I
I've never
understand he
seen,
does.
I've never seen him give anything less than $500.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I understand he does that. That was how he hyped it up and got under his skin and get him there. But like I told you, from the very beginning, the mood, the stuff, how he said he had a good conversation with Darlene, and then Corey gets on there, and Corey said, "Well, I know he's going to be on time, and I was a little late. I knew that was the start of it." And then Corey tries to do that, talk to you and kind of be a little controversial, but brother, with this. And I just saw Anton was like, man, he went left immediately. And the moment Corey said anything wrong to him, it's like Anton took off the virtual gloves and just lit into him. And Corey he was on his heels the whole time. He was like, do I fight him? Do I make more of a spectacle? Knowing that he's been to court for fighting and other stuff he's had on shows, knowing that he's trying to build a brand. Because that's, like I said, that's what Kwame Brown was talking about. It's like, it's obviously he's got more of a brand now because he's got certain things that are in the studio better and stuff like that. So I definitely would like to know what Darlene told him. I would like to know that. I would like to know what Darlene told him to make him enhance his calm like that. To slow down from, going straight over that cliff. Because when he got up in dude's face, there is no getting up in a grown man's face. When he got up on him like that, within a minute, they supposed to been fighting. So how I look at that, unfortunately, and I like Corey. I promise, I think I met Corey at his cousin's house in Dallas one time. I always want to say that, man. That was you in that. He was in this trike. What are them vehicles? They got the 2 wheels. They like a motorcycle, but a car and a motorcycle at the same time. 2 wheels in the front, the motorcycle body in the back.
Talking about a slingshot.
Yeah, slingshot. Yeah, I promise you. He pulled up in a slingshot, and I told him, I said, dude, you look like Corey Holcomb. And I really didn't even, I knew of Corey Holcomb, but I didn't really follow Corey Holcomb and stuff like that at that time. And I was like, man, you look like Corey Holcomb. I promise you, I felt like I've met him before, but it is what
But
it
yeah, I
is, like
mean,
I say.
like I said, at the end of the day, Corey should have knew better
Yeah,
because, like I said, anybody who's ever watched any significant amount of his Anton's videos, he says that's who he is all the time.
yeah,
He
yeah.
says that he's a capitalist. All of that.
He
So
said he's not a black man, he's a Christian first, like. So you are religion before what you are as a human. Hmm.
He believes that that's a social construct.
Yeah, of course it is. What is religion? Religion is a social construct, because it ain't just one religion on the planet. Like I say, yeah, he a capitalist, all right. He a capitalist because that religion and capitalism fits very well. It works very well over here. Very well. Very, very well. So, hey man, like I say, there's an interesting podcast. I'm just hoping that he does it next week. And man, I just gotta hear how he gonna come back from, because I mean he gonna be the talk of the town all week. It's just, unless something goes on beyond this, he at least gonna be the news story for the next 24 hours. So, you know. Hey man, I gotta do you like Tariq, man. You gotta get on camera, man. You gotta get on
But
camera, man.
first of all,
You gotta get on camera. All right, you ain't gonna get on camera. You ain't gonna be talking that slick shit. You gotta get on camera, man.
listen,
He said, we don't get on camera. What they gonna do is the 4 T's. They gonna tiptoe, twist, troll, and tap out.
I ain't got to tap out.
Man, so they go tiptoe in, then they gonna do a twist, then they gonna start trolling, and then they just gonna tap out. And I think was the 4 L's. Oh man, I forget. I forget what the 4 L's is. It's in my phone too. I be keeping them quotes of different people, you know. So no, man, you know, it'd be funny, man. That is, like I say, this has been an interesting day. Extremely busy doing what I'm doing, and just like, man, this is crazy. But like I said, when you sent me that message last night, and I had to sleep, it was just I had to get rest. I wanted to watch it. But when you sent me that message and you said, man, it's already, what you say is already off the chain, or they already going in it. And I said, God dang it. I said, man, it's got to be crazy. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think they would ever go as far as I saw them go, where Corey gets up in his face and Anton's walking off talking about, let's go outside. He to me he bluffed him. He ain't gonna bluff him. He called his bluff. He called Corey Holcomb's bluff. The sad part is, if Corey is what Corey say he is and where he come from and stuff, unfortunately, I know you're a millionaire. I know you're famous. I know you go through. It's just like if I sit up here and constantly talk about Memphis 10, and man, we don't play that at Memphis 10. If you do that to me, such and such, and a person call my bluff and I don't put no hands on them, I don't deal with them. You need to stop talking it then. You need to just shut the hell up. You ain't that person no more. That's not who you are. And Anton, I wish I could play what he played on his podcast, because he basically said that in every sense of the word. I called him on everything that he said he is, and he is nothing. I'm like, God, thank you, thank you. So you know, now I got to go somewhere and cry. Right, right, man. Hey man, by the way, what you eat?
That was just something I had cooked in the air fryer
Oh
when I
man,
got to the house.
I thought you had got them small sliders. I still ain't went to that place yet. Small sliders. Get them
Yeah,
sliders.
man. The way he was talking, that man, they because they said Corey is what 6'2", is listed as 6'2",
Hey, 6'1", 6'2".
and Anton was like, "Ain't no way that man's 6'2". He looking me in my eye.
Oh, that's what Anton say. He say shorter, because I think Corey's like 6'1". He may be 6 feet 6'1".
Yeah, he
You
said,
know.
he said, he said, we standing eye to eye. So how could he be
Hmm.
6'6" anything?
I don't know. I ain't really see that part. Anton looked a little smaller than him,
Yeah, he
but
definitely. Anton only like 5'8" and a half, 5'9".
I mean, Corey used to play ball and stuff. If he ain't that tall, shoot, he was so dunking when he was younger. So hey man, the point is, like Uncle D said, the Blizzard King said, man, y'all were two old dudes. Y'all need to stop that. But the point is, this wasn't an argument of this a disagreement. This was a calculated attack on sovereign soil. Let's just put it like that. It was a calculated attack. This dude came to the show. He did a Trojan horse gesture to get into the show. He got into the show, sovereign ground, 5150 in front of all the 5150 fans, and he calculatedly took over the show and made it his own show in a sense. It was very
I
calculated.
mean, if that's how if that's how it happened, then um, that sovereign nation need to tighten up their security
Yeah, of course. I mean,
because
that's what it is.
there's no way in today's day and age with all this technology that we carry around in our pocket that he shouldn't have known that that was going to happen.
Well, like I say, I think Corey was thinking this is a brother he could talk to, and he let his guard down, and then he paid the
Again,
ultimate price.
again, like I said, that just to me what that means is he didn't do he didn't or his people who handles that didn't do their due diligence.
No, I agree. I think that's part of, but you don't know if they told him that, and he just said, "Nah, this is my show. I'm gonna do what I want to do." So that's why I'm waiting until next week.
If that's the case, then you got what
Yeah, he
you
got
got
what
what
he
you
deserved at
deserve.
that point. Yeah, he got what he deserved, and that's why I say I'm waiting to next week because Darlene is not it. She may hold her tongue on some things, but she, if she holds her tongue, then you know he did it on his own. If she doesn't say certain things, you know he did it on his own. She's gonna really talk about it. Craig's gonna probably be there. Craig's gonna, give his input, and they're gonna talk about it. But like I say, the damage has been done. He, like Anton said, he won tremendously. It just like Tariq always say that people try to come on the show to wipe their ass on the curtains. Anton basically went to 5150 and he wiped his ass on the curtains of the house and he walked out untouched. Simple as that. He walked out untouched.
Yeah.
He walked out untouched.
This
Went
to me is like, but he Corey basically sold wolf tickets in a sense because I
exactly.
don't know anybody that felt as disrespected as he claims that he did would allow him to just walk out of there like that.
No, you're right.
Especially when they claim to have the mentality or claims to live how Corey says that he lives.
Mm, mm.
I
Yeah.
don't know nobody that will allow that level of disrespect if they truly felt disrespected. No matter, like, and no amount of money. Like I know people that no amount of money will stop them from putting their foot in Anton's ass.
No, you're right. No, you're right. Like I said, if you say you're from Chicago, you say you don't tolerate certain things. I mean, the truth is, yeah, I mean, you would have thought we would have saw some fistica, You would have thought we would have saw some,
At
hands,
at
but
at at bare minimum,
yeah.
it should have been a shoving match and security to break it up.
Well, I think if they shoved, that would have been an issue right there because it'd have been like Hey, you too close. Where's security? Y'all would have had to fight. So,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah, it would have been a.
Uh,
I think it would have just been a shoving match because I don't think neither one of them really wanted to fight.
I don't know. You listen to Anton. Anton said he was ready to throw. He said, man, he gave him plenty of opportunity. He said, what man
And,
says say it again, and I've already said it, and you up in my face. So,
I mean, that's
yeah,
also true. But like you
like I
said
said,
earlier, he just basically called Corey's bluff.
he called his bluff, man. That's what happened. He called his bluff on his show, on his turf, in his city, in his face. He called his bluff. So, how does Corey Holcomb return from this? It is
And
what it
feel
is.
for like last night, people were saying like Corey should have did that. Was telling Anton Corey should do wasn't under there because he don't want you to sue. It's like, man, I don't need his money, so what I'm gonna sue for?
Yeah, I don't even think at that point it was about suing because, like I said, they went outside and fought, and they ain't on camera or nothing. That's between them two.
Yeah.
Now, the only problem is I don't know LA's laws like that, but if you in Seattle, Washington, if you were in Washington State, a mutual combat state, it is what it is. You can go and fight, and it's mutual combat. So if they in a mutual combat state, that's a different thing. But like I say, man, it's really not about fighting. It's what he said. He said he's dealing with intellectual Neanderthals. So he feels superior. He feels like Corey. And like I say, he did it when Craig Fax wasn't there. So, and I feel like Craig is on Anton's level or greater. Craig is on it. Oh, he definitely did it when Rizal Islam wasn't there. I would love to see him try that with Tariq Nasheed, you know. But in the immortal words of Kevin Samuels like, man, I don't even
See,
play them
see,
games.
he
I'm just gonna
he
get
he
out of this
would
shit.
he wouldn't he wouldn't do that to somebody like a Tariq Nasheed or Rizza Islam because he'll at bare minimum respect them on an intellectual level.
I don't think he respects them like that. I think he knows they're too great of a challenge right now. I think that if you say respect, that's his respect. They're too great a challenge. Trust me, if I felt like if he studied them enough and found weakness in them, that Joker is going to capitalize off that weakness. He is going to go after them.
Oh yeah,
He
I
will
mean
try
that's
because
that's
I mean,
that's what debaters do. But
yeah,
you know, I think he would. That's just like let's use Deion Sanders for example. The reason why
hmm
he don't have the interception numbers and all of that other stuff um, that those other guys that we talked about the other day. The reason why he doesn't have that of who was that? Was it Charles Woodson?
yeah. Charles Woods, I don't think has the record.
Yeah, the reason why he don't have them interception accolades and stuff like that because people respected him enough not to throw it over there.
Well, also he played both sides of the ball, so he had to get him some rest. He wasn't perfect every time.
Oh
But
no,
I mean, the point is, it ain't with him. You don't even need the numbers on it. You can have Rod Wilson can still have the best. It's just people are going to pick Dion because Dion brought both sides of the ball and he brought entertainment. And in the world of entertainment, that's what's winning.
well yeah,
Jerry, we could go between Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. Everybody know the king is Jerry Rice. But man, it's hard not picking Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? It is hard not picking Randy Moss. It ain't the difference between Jordan and LeBron. I mean, only people picking LeBron is these what they call them LeBron sexuals. That's the only people picking LeBron. Michael Jordan is the goat on that. But like I say, you go Michael Jordan against, Kareem Abdul Jabbar, Michael Jordan against, Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain. Even Jordan himself questions that. He's like, that's a different era. That's a different thing. It's like them cats from back then could come in this era now and win because they were built different. This era is a little weak. What I'm all this is going is Anton called Corey ass old bluff. He called his bluff. It hurt me to watch it, to see how he was responding, getting up, getting in his face. Man, that was not the good move. And I
And then
hope it
like
and I
when Anton walked off, how Cole said, "Man, I got money for this." Like if you had money to fight, if you had money for that, why you spend it?
well, my thing is whatever Darlene, hopefully she said some good words to him and he called himself and hey man, he just gotta come back up out of it, man. He gotta come back up out of it. He's gotta fight his way back. It is what it is.
And I'm just
He
tripping on how the girl that was with Anton just caught a stray from Corey.
yeah, I don't know what that was all about. But that's what Anton said.
He said,
Anton said that
you got a chick with you. You need to explain her." Like,
yeah, that's what Anton said. Anton said that Corey has a lot of words for women, but not for men. So, hey man,
I mean,
he gonna have to explain it, man. That's all it is to it. That's all it is to it. He gonna have to explain himself. He gonna have to explain it. Uh, hey, next week, like I said, I'm definitely got to be on that live. You know, I definitely got to see it. I got to see what he's going to do. If he does it, remember, well, for 13, 14 years, they've not missed a show. Every Tuesday night, even though they be late, they haven't missed a show. So this is one of them big country. He had his moments. He just had his moment. He just had his Cat William moment on his show. He had a Cat William moment in January of 2026. So hey man, on that, I got to go to sleep. You know what's going on in my reality. Uh, this has been a good live show. I'm disappointed, you fat chick, you didn't want to get on camera and what you say, show your bedroom. Hey man, it might be cracking me up, man. Be talking crazy. I'm talking about Tariq, man. Tariq funny, man. Listen to Tariq, man. That's why I miss Kevin, man. Kevin Samuels, man. We need Kevin Samuels more than ever right now, man. I really miss Kevin because Kevin will say, man, y'all need to stay on the bro code. Y'all need to stay on the bro code, man. Shouldn't even be arguing like that. But Kevin is doing his other stuff now. So
that would have been
yeah.
interesting for them to have that debate and Kevin Samuels be the moderator.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would have been pretty cool. Yeah, if Kevin was the moderator. Kevin's a good host, man. Kevin's a good host, man. Like I said, man, very few people can make Brittany Renner. And then her name, yeah, Brittany Renner looked good. And when he did the interview with her, he made her in a positive light. Wasn't it Tasha K he did an interview with? I think it was Tasha K. Or was it Tasha K or Cynthia G? It was one of the two. I know the one where he did with Kendra G. Oh my. When he told Kendra G, he said, you did something really bad in your 20s and 30s that you freezing your eggs in your 40s. And Kendra G just looked like I'll never forget that, man. But yeah, Kevin was the man, man. R.I.P. Rest in peace. Rest in power, Kevin Samuels, man. To all those who keep the good name of Kevin Samuels going, I send you peace, health, wealth. We give gratitude always. With that being said, man, we're coming up on an hour. It's sleep time, man. I got to rest, man. It was a good podcast. Man, we got to have people on this podcast, man. You got to get to the studio. We podcast and other cats, man. Everybody should have been talking about this. Should have been breaking this down.
Hey man,
You know,
we'll get there.
we got Saturday. If they open Saturday, we could do it on Saturday. All
All right.
right, man. I'll talk to you.
Yep.
To everybody out there, until next time.